Good morning, and welcome everyone to my first YouTube video of explaining what I do. Um, I've been a bladesmith for about 12 years now, and I love making different things, from knives to axes to swords and so forth. I like doing a lot of replicas. So I'm going to bring y'all on the journey and process of how I bladesmith. From swords, tomahawks, axes, so forth. So my first build is going to be of a iconic sword that a lot of young men and women ended up joining the military over because of this cool commercial back in the 90s. So for those that are around my age, if you remember in the late 90s, it was probably about 98, there was a Marine Corps commercial of the guy that goes into this arena. He pulls a sword out and he goes through all these obstacles, and at the end of it is a lava monster. And he fights the lava monster, and once he defeats it, it spins around and he's United States Marine. Well, a Marine found it and he ended up purchasing it. And I've had a lot of requests on social media seeing if I could recreate it. So I went down that rabbit hole a couple months ago. So I found pictures of the sword, found the schematics on it, the length, the size, all the details on the sword. Then I reached out to several people that do the 3D printing to figure out if anybody could replicate the centerpiece, which is the eagle, globe, and anchor, which is going to be on the guard piece. So basically right here would be an eagle, globe, and anchor on the sword. So several people, and it's funny because, remember, this is made back in the 90s, asking me for the file on the 3D print. And I'm like, there is no file on it. I need somebody that can design something to replicate it. So I put the picture out there and so on and so forth. And the gentleman that I ride motorcycles with has a friend. And this guy did several different renderings of it. And he finally came up with the right one. So, in all his glory and wisdom, he was able to replicate the centerpiece that goes on the sword. So now I can move forward. Basically what this is going to be, this is a piece of steel from the early 30s out of a saw blade, so it's going to make a really good blade. Basically what this is going to be is right here. What I have to do is now take this rendering and make a cast. And it's going to be double-sided, so you're going to have it on one side and then have it on the other. And this is the process that I'm going through right now, is how I'm going to end up making it to where either it's going to be two pieces that I have to connect together or one solid piece that goes down. So this is going to be a very epic build for me. It's going to test every ounce of knowledge I have. I know I'm going to reach out to a lot of other bladesmiths on this because it's just, I don't want to mess it up. It's an iconic sword, and if I'm able to replicate this, I'm going to end up donating one to the Marine Corps Museum. If they already have the original, because I've heard rumors that the guy got it and he donated it to the Marine Corps Museum. If you already done that, then I'm going to go ahead and donate it back to my old unit, 2nd Battalion, 2nd Marines. And it's just because they taught me a lot. So this is the journey that we're going to be going on. I have other builds that I'm doing at the same time in future, like I'm making an iron ore build, which is taking raw iron ore, crushing it up, melting it down, and making a sword the historic way, which I believe every bladesmith that calls himself a true bladesmith should actually go down that rabbit hole and learn how this all began. So, I want to thank everyone for joining me, and this is going to be fun. Y'all have a great day.